A believer should not live their life as a series of unconscious, repetitive games. Your existence is too precious, your purpose too high to be a prisoner of psychological patterns you never chose. You were created for intention, for awareness, for a sincere connection with your Creator, not to endlessly replay a script written by past hurts and learned habits. These are the psychological games people play, the invisible chains that bind the heart and fill our days with predictable misery, all while we believe we are acting freely. To break these chains, you must first see them. Allah has given you the tools. Within you is a child. This is your nafs, the seat of your raw feelings, your creativity, your joy, and your deepest pains. It is the recording of your earliest experiences. Within you is also a parent. This is the programming, the collection of rules, warnings, and attitudes taught to you by your family and society. It speaks with the voice of should and must. But most importantly, Allah has blessed you with an adult. This is your aql, your capacity for reason, for objective thought, for living in the here and now. Your jihad, your struggle, is to empower this God-given adult, guided by the light of revelation, to lovingly manage your child and respectfully filter the commands of your parent. A game is a dishonest pattern with a hidden motive that always ends in a negative payoff. It begins with an invitation or a con that hooks into a weakness or a gimmick in another person. It proceeds with a series of predictable moves until the moment of the switch, where the true ugly purpose is revealed and you collect your prize, a familiar bad feeling. Do you find yourself repeatedly in situations where you can feel righteously angry? That is the payoff of a game. Do you provoke others into mistreating you only to feel the sad comfort of being a victim? That is the payoff of a game. Do you complain about a problem only to reject every solution offered, leaving everyone frustrated? That is the payoff of a game. These payoffs reinforce a negative belief you hold about yourself, about others, or about the world. And in this way, you remain stuck. But Allah tells us, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. This change begins with seeing the games. But why do we cling to these destructive patterns? Because even negative attention feels better than being ignored. These games give us what a psychologist calls strokes, units of recognition. A harsh word is a stroke. A sigh of pity is a stroke. An argument is a flurry of strokes. They are like junk food for the soul. They fill the emptiness but leave you spiritually malnourished and sick. We play these games because we fear the alternative. We fear the quiet of a moment unstructured by drama. We fear the vulnerability of true game-free intimacy. The solution, the antithesis to every game, is not a clever trick. It is a profound spiritual act. It is to awaken your adult. When you feel the pull of that old, familiar pattern, you must pause. You must engage your aql. Instead of reacting from your wounded child or your critical parent, you choose to act from your rational, present, observant adult. You must refuse to deliver the expected response. You must decline the invitation to the argument. You must refuse to feel sorry for yourself. You must refuse the cheap satisfaction of righteous anger. You are not a victim. You are a servant of Allah. You are not blameless. You are accountable to Him. When you stop playing, you starve the game of its power. The other player will be frustrated. The silence may feel uncomfortable, but you will have taken the first step toward freedom. You will have created a space. And what do you fill that space with? You fill it with what is real. You trade the counterfeit strokes of games for the pure, nourishing recognition that comes from sincere relationships for the sake of Allah. You trade the drama of proving I am right for the peace of seeking what is right. You trade the fear of intimacy for the profound connection of true brotherhood and sisterhood where souls meet in honesty and for a higher purpose. The ultimate stroke is not the fleeting attention of a manipulated person, but the eternal awareness that Allah sees you. This is the path from unconscious programming to conscious servitude. It is the journey from autonomy from your past to beautiful submission to your Lord. It is not easy, for it is the very essence of self-purification. But you are not alone in this struggle. The entire framework of our faith is designed to support this journey. In every prayer, you strengthen your adult. In every fast, you discipline your child. In seeking knowledge, you filter your parent. And in this great effort to break free from the games of the dunya, you will find the truth of His promise. And whoever relies upon Allah, He is sufficient for him. He is sufficient. He is enough. Let go of the games and lean on Him. You will find that He is all the structure, all the recognition, and all the intimacy your soul has ever craved.